This is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and it could blow your head clean off. Do you feel lucky?
Guys, today I'm going to review Magnum Force. This is the second of the Dirty Harry films. First one was Dirty Harry, then there's this one, Magnum Force, then there's The Enforcer, and the Sudden Impact, then there's the Deadpool, so he did 5. And this is probably one of the best of the sequels. It was directed by Ted Post, with music from Lalo Schifrin, stars Clint Eastwood as Dirty Harry. It also has David Soul in one of his first parts. This film made 39.7 million, and after a while it became more successful than the first Dirty Harry film. It was the 6th most highest grossing film in 1973, so it was a massive success. It runs 2 hours and 4 minutes. There was a bit of problems behind the scenes though when they made this film. The writer of the story wanted the original director to direct the film, Don Siegel, so he wasn't happy with the finished film. Also, there was problems with the director and Clint Eastwood. The director wasn't happy with Eastwood. He thought there should be more retakes, the director. And Eastwood wasn't wanting to do retakes as long as it was okay. The director said Eastwood would not retake the scenes to perfect the situation. 70% was good enough for him. But that was pretty bad. It must have went something like this. So, Mr. Eastwood, can we retake that scene, please? I kinda think the scene was fine. Please, can we do it again, Mr. Eastwood? The scene made my day. Look, I'm the director. Look, I'm the star. Do you want to go back and wash dishes? No. That's cool. A man needs to know his limitations. Why, the big-headed fuck... Hey, I didn't know Clint was like that, bugger. I'm surprised with all the problems that the film turned out so good. It was really a good one in the series. Also, the director's done some really good films. I like them. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, that's excellent, that. He also directed Summer Rawhide, and also a film called Hang 'em High. And he directed the Twilight Zone movie, so he's a very good director. Also back was Lalo Schifrin, who did the original music in the first film. He's a great composer. He did the music for Enter the Dragon. I love the score of that film. So the plot of the film's really interesting. It's about these rogue cops, spent cops, killing off all these criminals who've done stuff in the past and they've got away with it. The cops like pull them up and shoot them in the cars and assassinate them with machine guns and stuff. And it's all organised by this head guy in the police force called Briggs, who's the boss of Harry Callahan. He's organising it all. There's also loads of violence in this film. I especially like the gunshot wounds. So like in films, a lot of the time when people get shot, you know, you see the gun and people flying in the air, but you don't see like bullet holes, red bullet holes. And in this film, you see them all over bodies and stuff. They look realistic as well, because you see the hole and the blood around the hole, and also you see shots of people with the back of the head busted open because they've been shot in the head. There's a really gory bit in the car where the camera's focusing on this guy's head. So these cops aren't like evil. They think they're doing right by killing off these crooks and stuff. The film's all about morals. Like,
There simply is no other way, Inspector. You, of all people, should understand that.
in this film, Harry's like more the good guy, because in the first film he was kind of like an anti-hero, but this time he's taking the side of the law, so he's trying to stop this gang. It's interesting that David Soul's in. He used to be in Starsky and Hutch.
Hey, I thought I was watching bloody Starsky and Hutch at first.
He was in Sliam's Lot as well, and he's also popular as a singer. He sang some really fun songs.
Love in your eyes, something like
It sure brings out the love in her eyes.
It sure brings out the love in her eyes.
It sure brings out the misty-eyed look about you.
What the hell was that? What was that noise?
This is more of a kind of action-adventure than the first film. A terrific beginning where there's an aeroplane sequence where Harry Callahan's dressed as a pilot because there's these hostages on this airplane. So he dresses up as an airplane pilot to fly the plane for them, but he can't fly the bloody plane. So it's a really funny scene, that, where his co-pilot asks him, excuse me, do you know how to fly this plane? Eastwood gives an excellent performance though. He's really got the character now. He's like subtle performances as well. He's not over the top. There's a touching scene where he has a photograph of him and his dead wife in his apartment and he's looking at it. There's a good shooting contest as well where the police force are doing shooting, bang, shooting these targets. Harry actually loses to the character that David Soul's playing.
Hey, that David Soul should have sang one of his shit songs. That would have killed Harry.
Harry Callahan has a strange catchphrase as well. He says it 3 times in the film. A man's got to know his limitations. But what makes this film great for me is the last 30 minutes. Really suspenseful, where Harry's captured by the boss Briggs in a car, held at gunpoint.
That bloody boss, he was the right bloody shithouse.
But he gets away, and he also stops the gang of rogue cops. There's 3 of them after Harry. He's driving along in his car, and then he runs away up this walkway, and it ends with a bike chase as well. It's really well done. Lots of suspense. And the final bit where Briggs, the boss, got a gun on Harry, driving away, but Harry's put this bomb in the car, blows up. Right at the end, Clint Eastwood mentions his catchphrase again, a man's got to know his limitations. Excellent way to end the film. Overall, it's a really entertaining film. It's not as good as the first film, but it's probably the best sequel. And if this film hadn't been successful, the series would have probably stopped with this film, but because it was so good, did another 3 films after it. So the next one will be the Enforcer. So I'll probably review all the films in the Harry Callahan series. So overall, I'd give this film 9. 9 out of 10. Definitely worth watching. It's one of those entertaining films where you can just relax and put it on and enjoy it. What do you think, Bones? Did you like it?
Bloody great film, Phil. A man has to know his limitations. Whatever the fuck that means.
Okay, everybody, bye. See you next time. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye, bye.
Man's got to know his limitations.